All right, folks, this is the May 2015 Birchbox Man, Birchbox Mail, Birchbox Man unboxing. So, you know, things continue with the choice program. I've stopped fighting, waiting for the email. Instead, what I do is just wait for the email, and I call Birchbox directly, and usually with a little wrangling, they wind up accommodating. So, you know, again, kind of losing the surprise aspect of the luxury item, but I know what it is because it was so big they actually couldn't put it in the Birchbox. My box from Birchbox was way bigger than it usually is. Usually it can fit inside my post office box, but in this case they had to take it over to the rental office. So I know it's in there because I have it right here in front of me, but we will hold off on that until the end and see what else is in here. So our theme for the month is comeback story. We all have our slumps. Sometimes you can be in a slump without even knowing it and only realize you've been in one once you get back on track. Preach, for once you guys are onto something. Birchbox, you just described the last 18 months of my life. This month, as the world thaws and the sun shines again, is your chance to return to form. Again, you're onto something. It's the month to rediscover your groove without the island romance. That's okay. I'm a fat, pale white dude. I burn easy. I can rediscover my groove inside my apartment. I'm an introvert. This, for me, is my home. This is my inner sanctum. I can find my groove like a mofo in here without ever having to go to an island or get a passport. Shake off the cobwebs and get back to what you do best. It's time to write the ultimate comeback story. And, you know, this is hitting right on the mark. I am in the middle of, I guess for lack of a better word, spring momentum. I've started kind of cleaning and organizing my little room. Let's see if we can. So again, not much. Still in the process of cleaning, but those bookcases are essentially my dresser. I don't have traditional bedroom furniture in here, so the bookcases are my dresser, and I've already gone through and I've kind of cleaned them out. Because I'm so big and fat and cover it up, what you can't see behind me are the pile of clothes that are either going to go in storage or a few that I'm just going to get rid of. I'm trying this whole thing. I've been inspired by the hipster tiny house living thing. You know, obviously I'm not in a position to do that, but I'm kind of subscribing to a concept of minimalistic living. So I'm getting rid of things. The big theme for my month of May is basically clean, consolidate, and kind of push things down. So I've already started, and you know, again, I think this idea of a comeback, you know, I don't bring too much personal stuff into the videos, but yes, this whole idea of being in a slump and not realizing it, I kind of came to that realization about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I've begun to take some moves to slowly pull myself out of it. So let's see what we have in our comeback themed box. I will grab first and foremost for English Laundry. Oh, I love this. Okay, so I got the sample of Cambridge Night. I think it was last month I got the sample of Cambridge Night. I bought the full bottle. It was time for me to re-up my subscription, so I got a ton of Birchbox points, and they had a promotion where if you spent X, you got Y in points. So I actually got the bottle of Cambridge Night for a pretty fair price. So English Laundry, it would seem, is doing shampoo, conditioner, and body wash, a 3-in-1. So knowing that I've never had a bad scent from English Laundry, I'm actually very excited to give this a whiff, to give this a huff. Now, first things first. Okay, so wow, there's lots of air inside the sample. There we go. So it looks like it's kind of a pearly, opaque. It's got a nice scent to it. It doesn't smell like any of the English Laundry scents, at least, you know, nothing I can pick off on hand. No dominant notes no dominant notes I can pick up. A little bit of a floral scent to it from what I can from what I can grab. Let's see. So we have conditioning formula with added skin moisturizer, creates a thick and creamy lather, won't leave skin too oily or dried out, great for everyday use. This is absolutely perfect, and I'm seeing lots of stuff. Oh, this totally fails my 5th grade test. I've mentioned in other videos I kind of have a rule that if a 5th grader couldn't pronounce it, I would be hesitant to use it, but English Laundry, you being you, I will make an exception for this. Lots of big chemical words on the back of this. We have the lifestyle item over here already. I will wait to unveil that last. In the meantime, my moment of lux, where I actually get to feel like somebody who's moneyed and somebody who's important as I open my package from tissue paper. And I see a few things here. Let's see here. All right. Wow. So we totally had to bend the living hell out of this to put it in, but okay. This is Coat's Face, the healthier sunscreen. Healthy mineral complex, silky soft, sheer matte finish, prevents aging and dark spots. So it's apparently a sunscreen, but there's no SPF factor on this. And as somebody who is big, fat, pale, and easily burnt, oh, there we go, it's on the tube. SPF 40 broad spectrum. Okay, well, I will definitely give this a whirl this upcoming weekend. Those of you who are in or near the Raleigh area, on Saturday is Out Raleigh. It's kind of the big late spring, early summer LGBTQ street party festival. So that means I will be outdoors for many, 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 many hours, and I will hope that it is sunny. So me in the outdoors, sunny, I could definitely put this to use, and I will probably make sure that anybody who is in my traveling party will also get access to this. And we have Billy Jealousy Slush Fund Styling Mud. So it is a hairstyling product. It is from Billy Jealousy. It's got a nice scent to it. Being a styling product, it's got a decent texture. It doesn't have quite the consistency of a styling paste. It's kind of like a really, really, really thick hair gel. Like if you had that one bottle of LA Looks that you left under the sink for about 5 or 6 years, and a lot of the water and a lot of the alcohol had evaporated. It's about that consistency. This is also something I am probably going to use in the upcoming upcoming weeks. Spring being spring, I have the old, painful, familiar tugs of my mind reminding myself that I really haven't given myself a good makeover in a very long time. The last time, if you've been watching these videos, you've kind of seen the evolution of this current look. I was buzzing my hair from late summer into the early fall, and then buzzed it one more time in October. I've done nothing with it since, and my original thought was grow it out. I once upon a time had this amazing mane of long hair that I could pull back, and it was great because apparently, as I've had people tell me, I have good guy hair, and it makes straight women jealous. But I'm like 6 months in. I'm looking another year and a half of this, and I cannot. The concept right now, this is already driving me absolutely crazy. It's thick, it's unruly, there's not a lot that I can do with it, and I just do not know if I can endure the next year to get it to the point where I can even pull it back into a simple ponytail. So I'm kind of thinking the hair may run into a little accident here at some point in time in May. They may fall into scissors and shears and other things. And the beard evolved or devolved, depending on your socioeconomic point of view, into a pair of mutton chops. Again, goatee the mutton chops, that's always kind of been a good stylish look that I can pull off because I have a very large, fat face, and it's still facial hair, but, the chops kind of break it up a little bit. But I may do something with that as well. So the fact that I'm probably cutting my hair means I will definitely need some new product to try out. Of course, I have my old standby, the Towel Dry Paste Styler, which ironically I got in my first Birchbox about 1.5 years ago. But I am always looking to audition new product. So, you know, Billy Jealousy Slush Fun Styling Mud. We'll see. And then finally, the luxury item, which I don't have to unwrap at all because it came out of its package. This was the one I went fighting for. It's not that I don't dislike the luxury items every month. There are some luxury items, though, I see, and I can't see myself using it. So the choice kind of becomes the lesser or the most useful of the 3 useless things. Like, you know, the simple syrup and the whiskey rocks. I had already gotten whiskey rocks. I think it was back in September. They had the tailgate themed box, and I had already gotten some whiskey rocks. But you know, I can always use more of those. The simple syrup. I shouldn't drink. I'm an educational professional as well as working in IT. 2 very high stakes fields where I deal with lots of people, a majority of whom make me want to drink. So as much as I would like to come home and drink, I probably shouldn't because I'm still too young to turn drinking into a crutch. So I saw in the simple syrups I might use if I ever poured the occasional drink, but this I saw in the email, and this was the one I was willing to go to war for. Because I am not only an IT geek, which means I have lots of devices around, which means I have lots of USB chargers around. Both of my partners are also gadget geeks to one extent or another, so just the idea that I have an outlet that I can put 2 USB chargers into and don't have to rely on keeping a laptop up and running all the time. So this was the one that I saw. This was the luxury item that I was willing to go to war for. And as far as I'm concerned, Birchbox, all is officially forgiven with regards to the Rolly back in December of 2013. This makes up for the Rolly right here. So what you have here is exactly what it looks like. This comes from Quirky. And what it is, this basically plugs into an outlet. You not only get the outlet replicated down here, but you get 2 USB ports. So now I've got something that I can plug either a micro USB into for some of the Android stuff, or a Lightning connector into for the Apple stuff. So yeah, I am exceptionally happy with this. Well played, Birchbox. So to recap, we have the big one. We have I don't know, what is the official name of this? The Contort Power. And the other thing is, I don't want to push it, but I think this actually moves. So we have the Contort Power. We have the Billy Jealousy Slush Fun Styling Mud. We have the Coats SPF 40 sunscreen. And finally, we have the English Laundry 3-in-1 shampoo, body wash, and conditioner. So with that having been said, you know, the usual thing, plug, shill, subscribe, and I can bore you every month on command. If you're interested in Birchbox, I will have a link right down there. Click on it. I think I get some points or something. Anyway, we will see everybody for the next box in June.